Hey, what's up, YouTube and Marshall Forum? This is me again with my Mode 4. I get on Marshall Forum and different forums looking at reviews, Ultimate Guitar, what's that other one? Some kind of Harmony, something, was it Harmony Central? And then there's a couple of different ones where they give reviews and all kinds of stuff on different amps, and the Mode 4, of course everybody knows I really love the Mode 4, and it seems like a lot of people have a lot of problems getting their tones out of a Mode 4, so that's what this video really is just all about. It's really easy to get tones out of. There's so many ways to change your tone. I mean, with the effects loop level, the scoop buttons, the 4 different channels, then you got your presence and resonance and all that. You've also got the tone matrix. I just put JJ's in it not too long ago too in my preamp tubes, but that's I'm on the crunch channel. My gain is like at 11, I guess 1130, I guess you would call it, because it's like not quite 12. But anyways, I'm running my Pod XT Live into the effects loop, and I've got delay and chorus on that. But I mean, you can change the tone with not only just the EQ and the scoop button, but the effects level also changed it dramatically. So I've got my effects level almost at 12 o'clock. Also got the scoop buttons. Also, they say OD2 and OD1, like a lot of people say that side of the amp is useless, but if you don't overdo it with the gain, here's OD2. That right there is like, the gain's like almost at 12 o'clock, and that right there is almost too much gain. OD1, it's not quite as gainy. That's gain setting still on what I just moved it down to, which is probably about 11 o'clock. That's about 2 o'clock right there. OD1 on full gain. Also, you got the cool tone matrix. And that's another thing with the tone matrix. It's only supposed to flip 3 times, but I don't know what's going on with mine, but it flips. I counted it. I think it's like, I don't know, like clips. But keep it on the middle setting, the 2. But that deep setting, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for playing deeps, you know, down-tuned stuff. You know, also with the on the second channel, well, the second amp, channels 3 and 4, OD1 and 2. With all those with all those choices that you have with the 3 settings on the tone matrix, you also have the scoop button on each channel too. So. Treble and stuff, and I mean you can really make it easy to get crappy tones, you know you can get the MG tones if you take all the bass and stuff out, you know. It's all about setting it up, you know. I mean, you know, you want to not overdo it with your treble, you know. You want to have enough mids for cut through, and you want to feel the bass. This cabinet, you know, the matching cabinets, they're awesome because you can crank them, and when you crank them, it makes a difference, you know. And just what I'm doing right now, when they're not cranked, you know. Everything on this amp is, you know, it's got real good tones on every channel, you know. You know, and each channel acts the same. You know, you can roll back your volume on your guitar and get less, you know, gain or whatever. Like even this OD2, you know, with it, as much gain as it got on there, you can. It's cool, you know, and you roll back on that OD1. And then they have, of course, the best places to start off are the suggested settings if you didn't buy it brand new. I didn't buy mine brand new. I got mine used. Just get online and download the manual for it, you know, the PDF. And, I mean, it's got suggested settings. That's a great place to start, but it's so much stuff once, especially if you put something in the loop. It takes those tones and just, you know, I don't know, it gives you way more flavor with your, you know, with your tone. Like right here, all amp right here, just amp, a little bit of reverb that's in the amp right there. All the way up. I think my wife's texting me, but you know, so the same thing goes for every channel. You know, you can start off with just the regular distortion before we got on the game. That's just the amp with the reverb. Some effects level. A whole lot of different things you can do, and it's just knob turning, guys. But at the same time, if you just go in there and just set it up as you would set up your normal JCM or anything like that, you're gonna like run into some problems, because for one thing, it's just tubes in the preamp. There's no tubes in the power stage, so I mean, you don't have to crank it up to have a good volume, or a good tone. Of course, you gotta crank it for volume. But to have a good tone, you don't have to, you know, crank it up. And then if you go through the emulated out, that's a whole nother ball game. It's like a whole different amp, because once you got it coming through, you know, a PA or a stereo system. I plug it through my computer, which comes out of my stereo system, and I mean, it sounds great. I've got videos of that already. If you just go search, you know, my older videos and stuff. I've got the mf350 cab, and I'd like to have another one. That's why I was so cool with getting this one because I wanted the full stack version instead of the half stack version with the mf350. I don't want the half stack. I want a full stack. So eventually I'll find a bottom cab. Well, a lot of people don't sell these cabs whenever they have them. I've had one guy that was up in, was he Knoxville? I believe he was in Knoxville. He was on Facebook, but it's just, you know, the money wasn't right at the time for me to go grab it. It was the perfect bottom cab for me, but at the same time, you know how shit goes. But anyways, I hope this really helps you guys out with those Mode 4s and stuff. They're really not hard to get a good tone out of. It's just, all it is really experimenting, especially if you put something through the loop that's going to open you all the way up. Just even if you just put like an EQ through the loop, or, you know, if you have a multi-effect and you want to put some, like, you know, chorus delay, you know, stuff that should be in the loop, those type of effects. Once you put something in there and you start messing with this effects level, I mean, you heard the magic, you know, I mean. You know, if I don't have anything going through the loop, you know, it's just gonna, I guess I could, well, put it this way, if I don't have anything going through the loop, it just sounds like that. Even if I turn the loop all the way up, if there's nothing plugged in through there, it's just going to sound the same. You know, so, I mean, it's not really hard to get the tones out of, you know, and plus you got the solo boost, or the solo level, whatever, you know, you can crank it up a little bit, so whenever you hit that solo, you know, especially, I mean, rhythm, that's cool, but for lead, it's cool too. So, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities with this amp. And, I mean, like I said, just in defense of this awesome amp, I've got one. I love it. You know, if you guys are having problems, if you've got a Mode 4 and you hate it, you need to go and play with it a little bit and, you know, determine that or not. Because if not, you want to sell it for cheap, holler at somebody that really wants it. All right, next time, guys.